Have you sought counseling or therapy in order to deal with what you've been through?
No.
Why not?
It's not because I'm against it. I tell you, when I became a comedian and I was able to start talking about this stuff publicly, that was my counselor. The people who sat out there with a 2-drink minimum became the people that healed me. Because I realized that I wasn't the only person that had been through the things that I've been through in my life. I literally thought there was no other teenage moms out there but me. I thought nobody else had been molested but me. You know, me and my sister, because we know each other's secrets. So once I started talking about these things publicly and laughing about it, so many people started to write in. So many people would get in my ear to show, oh my God, you're telling my story. Do you know how many black women and I mean, just people, period, come up and say, I'm telling this story on the Miss Pat Show? Wow. So I think being a comedian and being able to laugh at my pain is what healed me.
And you wouldn't be laughing at your pain if it hadn't been for a caseworker.
Yes.
What did you say or do with her that made her say, don't worry about being a medical assistant, you need to go into comedy?
So it was the first time I voted for Bill Clinton because he was cute. I didn't know nothing about Democrat Republicans because my mama never talked about voting at the house. You know, we didn't care she didn't care about what was going on in the world. I got out of jail, I missed that cutoff for taking your rights to vote, and I decided to vote. Well, Bill Clinton come in with the Welfare to Work program. You remember that?
Yes, I do.
And it was for lazy chicks like me. So
you have never been lazy.
One point in my life, I liked the young and the restless. So we had to go back to school or either go get a job.
Right.
So I needed a GED. So I went through the GED program, and I met this lady named Miss Chambers, she's my godmama now. And I would tell her these stories to make her feel sorry for me, but she would just bust out laughing. And I'm like, what are you laughing at? And I remember the story that really got me. She was like, you should be a comedian. My granddad had a bootleg house, and we stole my aunt food stamps. It was me and my cousin them. So he lined us all up. It was about 12 of us. And back in the day, you could take a food stamp, buy a piece of candy, and get some change and play Pac-Man. So we done that all day just Pac-Man. My granddaddy, wait till we get back. My granddad was a big old black man with gigantic hands. He was so big, when I went to go see Willie B on a field trip, I thought that was my granddad. I was like, who put my granddad in this cage? But that's a whole nother story. We get back, about 8 of us, we wore out. We done ate candy all day. My granddad got this rope in his hand. And we lived in a shotgun house where you could see the joists. He threw that rope across that joist and got a chase. I'm going to hang every one of you little Negroes until you come up with them food stamps. And we all sitting there with a whole big bag of Laffy Taffy candy where we done partied all day with my aunt food stamp. And I don't believe what he's saying. My granddaddy put my cousin in that thing and put that rope around his neck and moved that chair. And when he spit, I said, Granddaddy, Aunt stole all them food stamps, and he gave us all this, and we cashed a minute. I told the whole story. I told the whole story.
Ooh. And that story made her say, oh, you need to be a comedian.
And she was crying. And I was like, what are you laughing at? She was like, you need to be a comedian. And I was like, what is that? And at the time, the internet was, just getting really popular. And I went home and I Googled it. And I was like, you can tell your business and get paid? We do it all the time to our girlfriends on the phone.
So what has being the comedian cost you, and what has it brought you?